Hi guys, it's Emily from Debt Free Girl here, back with another video for you all. This is another night of my $50 Coles challenge. $50 spent at Coles to feed my family of 5 for 7 nights in a row. And this is going to be 2 recipes today. And I will see you later in the video. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, to like, comment, subscribe, click the little notification bell to be notified when I post new videos, which is every other day, and I will see you later in the video. Alright, so tonight's dinner is sausage spaghetti as requested by the kids and hubby. So I have 8 of my sausages from my pack that you saw me break up. They're frozen now. I'm going to defrost them. I have my packet of spaghetti. I have 3 carrots. I have more carrots available if I want to add more. I have my zucchini, which I was meant to add into the risotto and then keep the vegetable pack for this, but I didn't. So we're going to add zucchini to this. We have some onions, 2 onions, garlic, salt, pepper, and the other half of my tin of diced tomatoes. I'm going to keep a small amount of that for the chicken curry pasta. I sometimes use it, so sometimes don't. I don't have to, but I want to keep a little aside in case it needs that little flavor boost. So I'm going to take out maybe 100 grams or 50 grams, just a little bit. So stay tuned for that. All right, so I couldn't find a container the right size, so we're going to use my son's sippy cup, one of them. And I've got that much aside, put the lid on it, stick it in the fridge for the chicken curry pasta, which is either tomorrow night or the night after. And then this is how much of the diced tomatoes I have left, which I'm going to turn into a pasta sauce. So step 1, I'm cooking the sausages, I'm prepping my veggies, chopping the onion, chopping the carrot, getting all of that ready to go, and throwing some water on to boil for my pasta. Alright, so I've got my sausages cooking. I've got a pot of boiling water at the back there with some salt in it. Got another pot over here with the same thing. That's going to be for the gluten pasta. And I'm going to do my portion with gluten-free pasta. I'm still going to make enough for 5 people glutinous-wise. It's just I can't actually eat it if I make it like that. So I'm going to make my own pasta over here. And make my own, when I do the sauce and everything separate, I'll just add my pasta for my bowl. So yeah, I'm doing the sausages in here first before I do the onions and the carrots and the vegetables so that they can impart the flavor on there, and that'll all add to the flavor of the sauce. Onions in, I've got some garlic, maybe 2 tablespoons, and my 3 carrots all diced up. I'm going to saute all these until they're beautiful. And then while that's doing its thing, I'm going to chop up my zucchini and I'll add that in too. There you go, zucchini is in. I'm just going to saute this on a medium heat for a while, moving everything around, getting everything softened, so hopefully it will break down into my sauce. I've added some salt, pepper, and now I'm adding my diced tomatoes left over from the chili. And we are just going to keep moving that around. I did add some extra water to help cook those veggies, and you can see my pasta's cooking there. I'm going to go check out the spice cabinet and see if I can find some basil or some parsley, and I'm going to throw those in there to give that pasta flavor. I've just realized that I forgot to put this in one of my meals, so I'm going to add it to my spaghetti sauce because it's just going to dissolve in the Cajun rice. And in the chicken curry pasta, it'll just become part of the sauce, so it might as well become part of this one. Honestly, looking back, I probably would have left out that cauliflower. It was unnecessary. I could have left it out of the entire shop, saved that $1, and you could have used that $1 for something else, like maybe some chicken bouillon, so you didn't have to do all of the stock prep. You can see that I'm adding in extra liquid here as needed, and I'm just pouring it straight from my pasta water because that'll help bind it. It's already salted and it'll make it nice and thick and good, and it won't kill me. So yeah, but no, you could definitely leave out the cauliflower rice and save that $1. and see if you could save some more money somewhere else and maybe put the cheese back or something if you're not a huge fan of cheese, and get a different vegetable or a different protein even. Now I'm just adding in my sausages and stirring them through, and this made a absolute ton of food. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 normal noodles, 2 gluten-free noodles. I made too much pasta. And then I still have this entire giant thing of pasta left. And I'm going to do the sauce now, and we're going to see where we end up after that. And that's what I've got left. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 adult servings. Those 2 have normal pasta, but look, gluten-free pasta. But look how much of this I have left. And this... There's still probably 2 servings there. Plenty of food. 2 more meals left to go for our Coles $50 dinner challenge. We are killing it. All right, so we're doing Cajun rice tonight. So we've got 2 onions, already started cutting one up. 3 carrots. The other half of this container of chicken. I still have another container in the fridge for 2 more meals. The frozen veggies there. I have some garlic, some rice, some chicken, some sausages, some Cajun seasoning, and some red kidney beans. We're basically going to throw all of this together in a big wok because it's the biggest pan I have. We're going to cook it all up, and we're going to make it delicious, and everyone's going to be very happy and very full. All right, guys, you guys should know how I'm doing this pretty much by now. I have forgotten to add my sausages and cook them first, so I'm just doing it fried rice style and moving the carrot and the onion that I've been sauteing off to the side. Then I'll pull the sausages out, cut them up, and while I'm doing that, I will cook through the chicken, mix everything through, get it all that flavor going, heat it through, caramelize. We're looking for brown. Brown is flavor. So we've got that. I'm going to add in my frozen vegetables you saw me portion out in the very first video or the second video of the week, and that made my life so much easier. I'm definitely going to be doing that again in these challenges. Just knowing what I've got and having it all set aside was very helpful. I'm going to break all of that up, add in my 1.5 cups of rice, and then I'm going to slowly saute that and then add in my chicken stock little bit by little bit. This is where you would add your diced tomatoes that we set aside in the sausage pasta video, but I completely forgot. I forgot to get it out of the fridge, so I forgot to add it. Out of sight, out of mind. I did add it in later after it was all cooked, and it made such a huge difference. But yeah, don't be like me. This was a really busy night. We'd just gotten home and it was like 6:30. I needed to feed everyone. So yeah, I probably won't be making this one again. It would be better with prawns or something instead. And I'm not actually a huge fan of sausages, so I was definitely over them. But I would probably just make a risotto instead because I really love risotto, and I really love the chicken risotto I made earlier in the week, and I actually made it again after this challenge because I was craving it so much and it was so good. So if you try the risotto, make sure you let me know. I would love to get your opinion. It would probably be better with actual risotto rice, but it works with whatever rice, especially the cheap rice, because it kind of partially disintegrates rather than like the basmati and the jasmine rice that I usually use in my cooking. So yeah, there is my sliced up sausages, adding them in. I'm going to mix them through. I've added extra water for the rice to cook, so at least 4 cups of liquid should go in. I think I did 3 because there's also liquid from the vegetables as well. And then I bring that to a boil so it's nice and hot, and turn it down to a simmer to let the rice cook, and then just keep it moving to keep from burning. I cleaned my stove right before this video for you guys, and then I almost immediately dropped the Cajun seasoning on that back burner there, so yay. I also added in some TVP, 1 cup. I didn't have to, it wasn't in my plans, but I had it and I still have plenty left over, and I was like, why not? Why not add in TVP, add extra protein, just see how it goes. We're experimenting, and seeing what we like and what we don't like. And this is all part of cooking and feeding your family. I would really love to hear your opinion on these meals. If you try them, let me know. If you make adjustments or anything, let me know. I would love to know. So this is me adding in the kidney beans. Now, some people hate that I don't drain them, but these kidney beans and the lentils that I've been using this week literally just have the beans, water, and salt in them. So I would just be rinsing them to then add salt and water to my meal. This way I'm adding the water that they've been sitting in for quite a while, so it's a bit thicker and it helps with that thick creaminess. And my daughter loves red kidney beans, so she went crazy for this meal. All right, and there is our Cajun rice. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adult serves, one for the baby, one for Miss 5 because she doesn't eat a ton at night. And all of this left, which is probably at least 2 more containers, which can be for lunches and for leftover night. This made an absolute ton of food. I did add in an optional half a cup of TVP just because I thought why not, and I have so much left. And yeah, all done and dusted. Super easy, super quick. Very few ingredients. The only thing I added in addition that wasn't in my shop was garlic, salt, pepper, and the Cajun spice mix. So everything else came from my shop, or I made from my shop in the case of the chicken stock. And there you go. And you can see here, this is me remembering to add in the tomato. So I just mixed that through. It was still kind of hot, so I just mixed it through and dumped the leftovers, dumped the containers that I'd made in there, mixed it all through, and then re-pushing them out so that they all had some tomato. Yay. Don't be like me and forget to add the tomato. I had the kids screaming in the background. You can't tell because of the time lapse. But I forgot to add the tomato in. So I've just added it in now. I put the containers back in, added the tomato. It was fine without it. It just wasn't as good. So I'm going to re-portion my containers out. And so much nicer now. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in future videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.